Hello everybody, welcome back to more Bloodborne. It's time for us to take on Ebrietas. This will probably be a fairly short video. I don't quite know how many attempts this may take. There are, in my opinion, two methods for taking on Ebrietas. There is a, is that the crazy, whoa, calm yourself, 1 minute, 1 minute. I can't remember exactly what that does, another one. Something. Yes. You. There we go. Anyway, haven't actually used that yet. Pretty sure that's the one that gives us the big AoE of lots of magic damage. Not terribly effective against Ebrietas herself, so we're not going to be using it in this fight. Take these out because otherwise they're just going to get in the way. We have two ways. I'm going to use the way that I used in my stream, which was to basically just get behind her and wail on her whilst we've got a friend with us. But there is a pillar that's fallen down on the ground over there, and you can get her to jump over that, and then roll around back around it and get her stuck behind there, which will just basically give you a range advantage over her, so you'll be able to kind of space yourself a little better that way. So if you want to try that, you can do. I haven't tested it. I've just kind of had a look around and seen that that is a thing we can do. Instead, we're gonna summon a distraction here. We're gonna use that to our advantage. Now, Ebrietas is weakest to lightning, so we've kept our lightning-based attacks here. This should speed up the amount of damage that I can do. We'll see just how effective it is when we're in there. In addition, then, spells aren't really gonna be all that helpful. Bring healing items if you wish to. She has pretty high resistance to arcane and blood tinge. Also low resistance to fire, so you can use fire as well if you wish to. So yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. Can't promise 100% success. I do apologise. So the bit that you can hide behind is she won't aggro until we attack her. I want to say it's here. No, it's not there. I'm sure it's not big enough. Yeah, it is here, look. It's on the right hand side. Obviously our friend's not going to come in until start the fight. So you can hang around here and avoid Ebrietas' attacks. Get her to jump into there and then come over this way. You can attack her a few times and eventually her AI should bug out and then you can kind of just keep her trapped there. Don't think that's going to work with an AI friend though, so we'll just kill her the normal way. Now, when you first attack her, you're not really going to be able to do very much damage to her, which is kind of a shame. Can't start out loads of damage. I can't remember if I bought the Queen's remains or not. We could do some other questage stuff here. So let's just wait for our friend to get over here. I want my distraction with me. Her attacks are pretty mean. We do need to be careful. She has a charge, which is particularly nasty. So we don't want to be too far away from her. We do want to be concentrating on her attacks, really. But as you can see, if you can get behind her, you can get stuck in that little thing just there, which keeps you pretty safe for a lot of the time. Now, unfortunately, when she gets low on health, she's going to create an aura that does continuous damage, which is pretty mean, mostly because it stops you being able to recover any health from her. If she catches me with like a single attack and I can get back in here quick enough, I won't actually need to use much in the way of healing, which is handy. So this first part is the easy part, and we really just want to be wailing on her as much as we can. We could go in for the visceral here if we ran quick enough, but it's fine. Let's just get all of this damage in, much as you can. Don't hesitate with it. This looks like the aura's coming now. Yeah, here he comes. So it's worth noting as well, this aura also damages her, but to a lesser degree than you. So whether or not there's a way to like kind of wait her out at this point, I don't know. Friend's gone. Be careful now. And also quick. And because this thing is like continual damage, we can't do any recovering. So we just need to be aware of that. I don't really want to be this far away from you. Nope. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Like I say, just mega dangerous at this point. I'm even getting healing off. Whoa! Whoa. Oh, cool. Sure, let's get a kill here. Probably should have gone for the visceral. I like my safe point though. It's jumping away there, wouldn't you? Hey, hey. No! Oh, I'm gonna be stuck. Elon. It's only one more barrage of attacks. I can get you down. I can do it. I can do it. Just one more. Yes. I mean, maybe there's no real cheese required. We did pretty fine there. Not much else I could say. Right. So if you've done Annalise's quest, which we have, aha! And then now we can actually offer dregs to Annalise again, so she's no longer gone, which is handy. That's everything we need from down here. We've got the ish chalice now. Again, I feel like I need to reiterate as well. If you are struggling with Ebrietas, don't feel like you need to deal with her like right now. Can't wait. Let's just make sure we spend our echoes.
Very well.
Do I continue? I think not yet. Thing is, like my actual weapon damage is probably going to go slower and slower and slower, but the effect this has on our tools is always going to be worth it. Health though is also a solid option. Endurance is probably fine for now. We can nick that up to 30, but we're in no rush for it. Health and arcane are the biz for me right now. In addition then, we should now be able to come into here and get some new items, such as this. This is going to be, don't want to say important or essential, but very, very useful for a future boss. In fact, I think it might be the next boss. So I may well farm up 20 of these. Very soon. It's a good idea. Now, I've been waiting until the end of the game to show this, but now that it's getting pretty late in the day, all that's really left for us at this point then is DLC, Chalice Dungeons, and Nightmare Ebrietas, which is a pain in the ass. Now is going to be a good time for me to show you guys how you can get yourselves powering up at a rather rapid rate. Now, to do this, well, you are going to need PlayStation Plus, or whatever it is for PlayStation Online. I can't remember what it's called now. I think it's PlayStation Plus. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to switch to online mode. So 1 second. Okay then, so now that we are in online mode, we can use other people's dungeons. So what I mean by this is, when you come over here, you can put in our first chalice dungeon, which is the Thimeru Chalice. Now, once you have completed this chalice, I'm just going to convert the switcher just to put it in there. Which is basically 3 levels with some rather easy bosses, because this is quite an early game. We could rush through some of this now. And in fact, maybe we'll do that in the next episode. But for now, as an example, for now, basically just know that once you have completed that, you'll get a very similar chalice called the Thimeru Root Chalice, which you'll be able to do a very similar thing with, be able to create random versions of it, which will have different loot, different bosses, all that kind of stuff. And that's how you can very easily get yourself some insight, right? It's not going to be difficult. There's also going to be some good blood gems and all that kind of stuff in there, although kind of low level at this point because this is the low level version. As you continue going through, you'll find different chalices which allow you to go deeper and deeper and deeper. In addition, you'll get other materials that allow you to go into some of the others. The depth, which is signified by the 3 lines you can see there, is the difficulty. So depth 1 is the easiest. Depth 5, I think it's like middle. Depth 10 is the hardest. So that is kind of how that works. Now, with the random ones, you will get a glyph, which is like a code for that specific one that you have. And if you type in someone else's glyph, you will be able to go into it. So, what I want you to do is I want you to put in, and don't laugh at this spelling, C-U-M-M Thupuka. Don't ask me why, but I want you to put that in there like this. it's going to give you this. Now, I believe this has been save edited, so just bear that in mind. But completely doable, and this is something that people use to create builds faster. Now, we're going to go into here, and I'm going to make sure I've got some hunters marks because that makes things a little faster. I don't have any. Let's just at least have one so I can show you the full thing we want to do here. I need to sell something, aren't I? Sell like half of those. So, Blood Hunter's Mark, I can take 2, 3, that sounds good. Or I could take it one more, it's fine. What you want to do, you want to come into here, like this, we're going to load this in. And once you are in here, all you're going to do, you are going to light this. And you are going to walk over here. Now for your own amusement, maybe you'll look left, because what you'll see is that something is taking damage. When that thing's dead, you're going to gain a good chunk of echoes. Now of course you can make this more echoes. But it's pretty good. And then all you want to do is you want to pop a hunter's mark. Come back over here. And we can do this again. See how good that is? It's pretty good, right? This is, in my opinion, really good for when you need to get more resources. Like, it would have made coming through the game a little easier. Wouldn't have had to like farm a few enemies every now and then and spend so much echoes on consumables, but very nice for you. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my poison knives. 20. For a boss fight, 20 should be enough. And then maybe I'll use the rest on here.
Welcome. Very well.
Try not to get too addicted to it. It is quite powerful, obviously. I mean, that's looking very nice. Look at that. Some good damage increase in there. Good.
Farewell, good.
But yeah, it's also going to be very useful for when we go into the DLC. You definitely want to be at least a complete build by the time you go in there, so you definitely want to be like level 120, maybe even higher. So it's just a good idea to have that sorted. So with that being said, I think in the next episode I'm going to rush through this just to show you guys exactly how this works. Hopefully get it done pretty quickly. The bosses shouldn't be too difficult. In fact, nothing in there will be too difficult, but the thing that can take a little longer is the fact that you need to kind of go around exploring and all that kind of stuff. I didn't make notes on it. This is kind of a long thing, and you don't actually need to do it the long way. There are codes for all of the different depths. You can skip a lot of this stuff if you wish to. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Now that we've gotten this character to this point, maybe I'll go back. I'll continue streaming the dungeons. And I was streaming on my stream character, but I feel like progressing these with this character is just easier, and then you guys can see us go through it together. I don't have to do it all twice because it is a long thing to be doing. So yes, in the next episode then we'll quickly rush through the first chalice just so you guys can kind of see the rest of it. We'll probably do a stream series maybe for some of the others, depending on whether or not you guys want to see that. And we'll be into Nightmare of Mensis fairly shortly. I'm not saying putting it off. I always get sad when you get close to the end of the games, so it's just kind of how it's going to be. Either way guys, hopefully this has been helpful for you all, and I'll see you all in the next video.